Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Good. My name is Bruce, and as always, I am joined by Magnus and Dave. Gentlemen, welcome. It is time to discuss Golden Demon Adepticon 2026. This is something of a new era for Golden Demon because we have Roman leaving as guest judge with Eric Swinson coming in and Aidan from the Games Workshop team coming in also, both as a judge, but very much treating Golden Demon as his beautiful brand new baby. And there was a few things throughout the show that kind of really signify that maybe this is a change in direction, or should we say a return to the glorious days of Golden Demon and what it can mean for painters, things like that. So it's all very exciting, but I guess from just like initial impressions, Golden Demon 2026 in Adepticon, Magnus, how did you find it?
Very well run, I will say, and I enjoyed that. It felt like they really want to engage with community, like pushing out a little bit more content. Well, a lot more content, like that, and even before it had felt like they were very like secluded, but even Eric saying, "Well, I of course can't talk about specific entries and how they did and why they did what, but I'll give you my feedback on your pieces if you wanna." So there was this whole gathering afterwards and people hanging out and showing meanies and talking to Eric a little bit. So if you wanted some feedback from Eric personally, you could actually get it, which was very refreshing.
Yes.
Um, so I will say I enjoyed all the things that were kind of like, and a new and fresh start, I think. Not
So
that we didn't enjoy it before, but this was a little bit of a different take.
So I don't really well, being as I wasn't there, I can't compare before and after, but do you think it seems like Games Workshop has kind of caught on to the fact that painting the models just to paint the models rather than necessarily playing the tabletop game is becoming more and more popular all the time, and so they're embracing and pushing Golden Demon more to help grow that side of things? Would you say that it feels like that?
I don't know if it's that as much as it's like having an event that you don't do anything with. What doesn't make much sense. So if you can put some more effort and have people hyped about it and have it be like your crown jewel once more instead of just, okay, we've done this for 40 years, let's keep it going. So I think it's actually more that. And I think there's also a real risk. This is, of course, my personal take, but if you don't want to do anything with it, there could be a real risk for other competitions to take over actually in the future. Let's say 10 years down the line, and you've kind of neglected it to a point where, okay, I'll just go to MPO or SMC or whatever because I get to interact more with artists there and judges there and stuff like that. So I think it's a really welcome change where, okay, actually, what do you as fans and competitors want to do and see?
Yeah.
So I really like that.
I think there's an element too of like this, like what's good for the goose is good for the gander, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
every time, so obviously we're staying in like hotels around Adepticon. Like Adepticon basically takes over Milwaukee while the event is
yes,
happening, and you can't move for people kind of carting their armies around and stuff like that. But so many times I'd heard like basically wargamers coming back being like, "Oh, let's go do this. We'll finish all our games, and then we'll go check out the Golden Demon cabinets."
yeah, yeah,
So it's clear as well, like if you like wargaming, you probably like looking at these really nicely painted minis, and just like seeing them, even if it's like you take away bits and inspiration for your army and stuff like that, is probably an element of it, which is why I think like perhaps one of the biggest changes and the one that excited me the most was that we had a video on Warhammer, on the Warhammer YouTube pretty
yeah.
soon after the results were out, which is just them talking through the gold pieces, which is like, wow, we've never had anything like this before. Like, it's stunning. And so Yeah, this kind of like new era under Aiden and obviously the wider team like is quite exciting in terms of like what they're doing for content. I will say like some things don't change. I've always found the event staff incredible. Like, you know, putting your minis in,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
are
for sure.
they're super lovely. They're super passionate about the hobby.
They
That
understand how these are
Yeah.
our children.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Super respectful, and there's just no, wonkiness or anything, and it's like, okay, this is exactly what we want from people, running the event. So it was, lovely
Yeah,
and smooth as always.
it's
And access
become
to the cabinets to look in, was it better than Essen last time? More, because it seemed like it was more in the middle of the room and you could just walk all around it for the photos I saw.
Essen is shall we say
Tricky.
tricky, limited in foot space, very loud, very busy, and Adepticon. I mean, Adepticon
And
benefits
limited in time, right?
limited in time. That's the thing. Adepticon is 24/7, so there's probably a few people. You know, if you had to kind of, oh well, I have to be there at 5, I have to be not there at 9, gone by 5. I have to kind of pick a moment to go see the cabinets. With Adepticon, you can always say, well, I'll come back later if it's a bit busy and things like that. So it's always a very relaxed viewing experience. And I think while at Essen, I didn't get to see too much in the cabinets at all, at Adepticon, I saw everything in the cabinets, which made me very happy.
Yeah, and even like I was there at 1, 2 in the morning, and you had 30, 50 people around the cabinet still. So
In the morning,
people,
it's open 24 hours.
Yeah, 24/7, 100%.
yeah. So 1 o'clock or whatever, when you're done eating and have been to the bar a bit, and at some point that closes, you
I don't
can.
want drunk people around my models, thanks.
Well, people don't get that drunk,
That
but
drunk.
well, some do, but not going back to the cabinets then.
Well, there is
Yeah.
security near the cabinets as well. So
Yeah. There is.
yeah, like all the so the little like highlight snapshot. Just here's just a few of the minis video that we put out on our YouTube. I did all that filming at like 4 a.m. where there was
Yeah.
no one around, which was just
Yeah.
brilliant. Like
Just
heaven.
losing your sleep.
Yeah, but you know you don't sleep anyway because you just
No, that happens anyways.
yeah, no one's sleeping, so you just get to the cabinets, film stuff. Oh, right. Let's get into some of these winners. How about that?
Yeah.
Dave, you have very kindly kind of collated the images into this PureF, which I shall navigate around, and you've set the category order. So we are starting with Youngbloods, where Graydon, Zach, and Neem have knocked out 3 incredible pieces. I think Magnus and I were talking earlier that the Youngbloods meta of full NMM mini is terrifying.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, we've
That's-
talked about before the
And
fact that
what's the cutoff for young bloods? What's the age? Is it 16 and under, or is it
16
16
and under.
yeah, I know Zach is going into like the full competition next year. He will be 17.
Wow. Well, it's a good leaping point to enter
Yeah.
GB proper.
Yeah. Take a Youngblood silver and then going to
He's already got a
full-blown-
pretty good grasp on volumes and
Yeah. Yeah,
color composition.
we've talked about that before, right? With the NMM kind of being, something that forces you to look at materials and volumes and rendering, right? So it's pretty impressive that two of the winners did exactly that.
I think like that's what stands out for me across Youngbloods is ambition. So
Yeah.
okay, we have Dante. Like Dante in and of itself ambitious. It just is. It's just one of those models. Equally for Sanguinor, like you have to be a particular type of ambitious to think, you know what, I'm going to paint a full NMM model. And then Neems is obviously converted. You know, this is the Lord of Plagues. It's very akin to Lucas's piece from Essen 2 years ago, that conversion piece he did, both in terms of the posing and even the paint style as well. So it's like, you know, there's an element of maybe people chasing the heroes, doing work on the minis, going for like a more stylized things. I think as winners, these were really good choices. I think Graydon's Dante is in particular pretty spectacular, a deserving gold. But all of the pieces are lovely in their own way.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Future of the hobby is in good hands.
Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, and we saw the same thing last year, even with and Spiel too, where it's not that they lack ambition at all, to the point where some people online could call them out and say, "Oh, I don't even believe you painted this," because they're salty. Well, we see it every year, so it's not. Yeah, they definitely don't lack either ambition or skill.
And a little thing, maybe this is the dad in me. I kind of like that there was 3 finalists, so no one was disappointed at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate.
Was there only 6 entries?
There was.
I can't remember. I noted it down, so if you really want to know, I can find it quickly.
I think it was 12 entries. It wasn't a huge
it was
number.
it was a little bit smaller, wasn't it? Yes, 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Brandon,
I
Zach, Neem.
noted them all down
Great.
because I did last year. So
yeah, you went around counting, you little crazy boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done, young buds. I would still like the young buds to get like demons, but hey ho, baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah.
You guys did good. Right, epic scale. We have Ivan Bocic, Pablo Lopez Jimeno, and John Mongiata taking gold, silver, and bronze respectively. I thought Ivan's piece is out of this world.
I agree.
I was stunned by it. I think it's like there's something with epic scale where you kind of look at it from afar and then you're like, oh, that's really cool. Then you're getting really close and you appreciate the sheer level of detail involved. And I believe
I can't reconcile the size of this.
No,
and I know it's fairly small, but it looks big.
This is the size of your thumb, probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the epic
not
scale.
Probably, but it is. It is the size of your thumb.
I've never seen an epic scale marine in real life yet. So I don't know the scale.
Not on me.
I'll tell you what, they are small. Like they can sit in your pinky fingernail, something like that. Like they're small. So getting all that tight weathering, because the weathering on this is really tight.
Yeah.
Every edge highlight and this was
really
incredible.
Sharp.
Even in the cabinet.
Yeah. The windscreen.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
It has an interior as well, I think someone said. Like you can see into the model that you can't even see on this, but it's like a fully realized piece. Just stunning.
I love that action scene as well, like with the Marines jumping out and just being just attached.
Like
this is the thing I actually really like with this piece is exactly that you kind of don't just put a tank or a ship or whatever it is or a walker, but it has a little bit of interaction and a little bit of movement and a little bit of something also to show the scale, because it's so hard to imagine what it like. Okay, so this is a gunship of some kind, but what's coming out of it? And now you can see the Marines, so you get the actual feel for the scale in terms of them interacting. Yeah.
And even like stuff like the dirt lines that are like streaking along in the movement of it. I don't think dirt necessarily pulls that way on an aircraft when they're sitting there. I don't know how it works. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think that's realistic, but it looks right, and it sells the movement and like it feels like it's just come out of like the re-entry burn or something like that. And it's such a great little thing that I don't think most people would think to do. Most people would think to do it downwards.
And it's like, it's not, they're there, but they're not enormous. Like you appreciate the decals underneath, like it's precise. Like
you almost don't see it when it's just in the cabinet and you're walking by. It just looks clean and nice. And then you actually look at it and it's like, oh, dang, it has so much detail actually.
There probably are more scorch marks of flying in through the atmospheric entry or something, but anyway.
We need to look at the space shuttle. That's what we need to look at. There's a machine that goes through that. So Pablo's piece, obviously, like super Tau, very Tau inspired, and has these little handcrafted Tau epic dudes. which you can see in the back working. Like this guy's got a spill. like
Yeah.
it's
Oh my
just nuts.
God.
It's so
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't even notice them before.
I know,
I
yeah,
didn't
just
see
a
it. I
little
didn't
bit.
notice them.
Little hidden storytelling there. Yeah, Pablo's piece super good. And obviously, like with the backdrop being like both constructed and part of it. Really nice. Again, like some of these like the weathering, which gives that sense of motion that we've mentioned. Just a super cool scene. One that I really like.
I agree. Colors are really good. Yeah. This one is fantastic, and it was one of those things that are a little bit maybe unimposing when you see it in the cabinet at first,
Mm.
and then because it's a brown thing with something on, and you see, okay, that's cool. But another one of these entries where, oh my goodness me, so much going on. You don't even notice the small guys in the beginning, and then you get to dive into it. Yeah, those
And the
judges are
shading of
lucky.
the brown wall like
Yeah,
behind and also on the rings around them, the positioning of the light and the dark
Yeah.
areas, the shadows, it's just right to like draw the eye in that like that swoop upwards from down low to up high.
yeah, I
It's
agree
good.
completely.
And then John with his rhino. Is it a rhino? Oh my god, I'm gonna get
Spartan.
told.
I don't
Spartan.
think it is, no.
Oh no.
It's a Spartan Land Raider.
There we are.
Yeah.
Spartan Land Raider. I did it. That's like
I did.
the detail of weathering. John very much leaning into what he excels at. What I will say, and I don't think necessarily like it's captured on this picture, is the basing looks super realistic
Yes.
in the cabinet, and like these
Yeah.
little puddles that he'd done just gave it a sense of place.
I
Like
mean, that's what he does, isn't it? Makes
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
realistic stuff.
it's a real joy, and it was very nice to see. John claimed every time John claims demons, the scream always makes me very
Yeah.
very happy for him. So yeah,
Yeah.
it went really well. Goodness, a lot. Of
Well, and also I
chicken-wise.
quite enjoy that you see kind of a different style, right? Where
Yes.
the other two are, of course, weathered and whatnot, and then cleaner or whatever
Yeah.
in terms of their. The one is a little bit more or less clean, and one is quite clean. And then you have one that is like a dirtied, rusted.
Fenrica?
Mm.
Say again?
Just the Vilca Fenrica,
Yeah.
the Space Wolves.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
I
don't clean
really
their
like that.
stuff, really.
No, clearly.
Nice.
And
Yeah, so
the
it's
streak
super-
lines are going downwards in this one, so they're running in the and it feels right. It adds to the weight of the piece
Yeah.
because of it in
Yeah.
this circumstance. It's good.
Yeah. There's definitely like a trick to Epic where if you can get it looking weighty, you're definitely onto something
Yeah.
because they're so small, and so whenever you see like this
Yeah.
feels like it has some presence. I always think you're onto a winner. Super cool category. It'll be interesting when the finalists are published because there were some really like lovely finalists as well. There's a few
I'd
pieces
seen
there.
more.
Yeah, it's always a shame. We'll get you over, Dave. Will you be entering? So don't worry. 2027, make it happen. Right, we move to Age of Sigmar Unit Warcry or Underworld's Warband. As Adam says, really rolls off the tongue. And we have Lucas Wiggering taking gold for his Nurgle piece, Brandon Ryan taking silver, and Rafael Garcia Marin taking bronze. I adored all of these pieces.
Yeah, so I was going to say, the first thing that comes to mind for me is that it must have been damn hard to pick out of these three for judging because either of the, like, I could move any of these between any position and I would not think it's the wrong choice. Like, they're all basically equally gold to my mind.
I agree completely. They are, and you could see in the cabinet too. They were close. There wasn't like one or two that were, immediate standouts. It must have been a little bit hard. I will say that the Lucas piece is to me fantastic. Doing believable weathering and still, have it look somewhat shiny, like weathering on metals and whatnot is crazy work.
I expect that this one would be one of those ones that really like shines in person as well. Like this is still screen photos here, but I reckon it's the
Yeah.
type of scene that will look much better in person. Just the
Yeah,
way it
for
looks.
sure.
Yeah, it has like a
Yeah,
sense of realism that's just really hard to put down, like until you see it in person. Like there's something about
Yeah, and
Lucas's style.
it's hard to paint like I don't want to say clean, but quite defined and neat looking Nurgle without it looking too clean actually. Like yeah, so he did so good on these. It's yeah, one of my favorite things he ever did.
So much range of color and
Yeah.
stuff as well, and the smart color use in the in the guys in the people in the scene, like Molgoth, the main guy. He's got the only bit of warmth in the entire scene, really, with his
Yeah.
arm and stuff. So he's the main character, as you can obviously see. But then, the hand of him, his hand is much colder, but it's still a warm cold compared to the rest of the scene. So it's still a bit warmer than most of the other tones. And I love it when people are thinking about those kind of details and stuff. And even his helmet is a little bit warmer than the other guys, a little bit more saturated.
Yeah, to push the focus. It's a very clever piece, I think. And having them not look exactly the same, but still feel very coherent is, yeah, very, very, very strong.
Yeah. All I know is
Makes me
that
want to like look around the scene. Sorry,
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
yeah. And like again, like when you had the piece in hand, you get to see like there's like a lot of the rocks had these like little Nurgle symbols, and you got to kind of spin it around to really appreciate the work he'd done on the base, which was super nice. I'm definitely next time I'm painting Nurgle, I'm going to have like this up as a bronze reference because I just adore it.
Yeah.
I kept telling Lucas that, and I just love the little striations in the skin. It's super nice.
Small dings and bumps and whatnot on
Yeah.
axes and
then
on
not going
armors and-
overboard with it. Like,
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
very easy to go way too bright with with the verdigris and the rust colors, but it's subtle and contained, and it's just tasteful.
Even on the textures, because it is actually a fine line when you when you had a free-handed texture. You can definitely overdo it. Too many scratches, too many dings, too many puck marks or whatever. And he didn't. It looks very, very natural, I think.
And I guess like
All
it's
the
super
chainmail is
nice.
painted.
Yeah, chainmail's super good.
Yeah.
The fact that in contrast to that, like Brandon's piece is like this saturated, like fantasy, like the color. I just love that this is like the gold silver. I completely agree that like I think the ordering could be changed in any which way.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
this to me just shows the variety that you can see in AOS, and just what a joy it is. I just love the basing in this as well.
The silhouette's nice.
Yeah, it is. It is. But that's true for all three of
All
these,
of
right?
them,
Where
Yeah.
yeah, where it's which is not an easy thing to accomplish. Like it's something you have to think about actually. Otherwise, if you just slap things together randomly, well, you could have had that tree point the other direction and it would have looked off because, right now it's almost like creating a space for the top guy, right?
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, the silhouette, and you can't just judge a piece independently on silhouette, but I think the vampire probably has the best silhouette. This
Yeah,
still has
I
they
agree.
all have good silhouettes, but it's
I agree.
really fun looking at this, like the eyes and the different colors on the little guys again. Like, so you've got your main character, which I think the main character is the sort of the bright green one, and then you step down and it's colder. And so,
Yeah, that's a cool thing, right? Where
hierarchy of
he's also
focus.
doing that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah, I
pointing it
really-
out, critter meta. It's all about the critters.
Yeah.
If you critter on the base, always goes down well. Raphael's
Good
piece,
critter.
oh boy.
Yeah.
When I saw this
is.
in the cabinets, like there is obviously like the photos will always look different from how it was. Like the color work on this piece was just stunning.
Yes,
Oh
it
boy.
is. It really
Do you
is.
think there's fluoro paints in it?
I would hazard that yes.
You think so?
Just because of how it glowed, I could be
It could
wrong,
be.
but it did it for me. It was like almost luminous,
Yeah.
even within the cabinets. And
Yeah, it could be.
I'd be
I didn't
surprised if it
think
I
didn't.
so. I
could
mean,
see it.
well, if you're watching Demos,
Yeah. Did
so
you
we know.
use fluorescence? Yeah, tight. Like it's
Yeah.
very compressed. There's so much going on, but every single mini is super readable. The color use is so cool. I love the base because it's just like this is
Yeah.
what you expect from it's flesh eater quartz,
Flesh
isn't it?
eaters.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
eaten
and
a
the
lot of
colors
flesh.
mirrored, right? On the base is really, really nice. So it feels like a full coherent scene
Hmm.
because of it, right? So you have the same, well, not the exact same, but you kind of have these purple magentas on the base and some blue tones on the base, bluey greens. Is is super good. Even the metals has some of that, so it feels like it's an ambient color, even though it's also used for like hands and hairs and stuff like that.
And a good practice point for me, because I always like learning from the winners, that just the brickwork, the amount of detail that's been put into the
Yeah.
bricks, the colors, the scratches.
But not overdoing it as well.
Yeah.
It's still fairly low value.
Yeah, it just invites you to stare at it, look at it longer. Like even the little storytelling, this gross head in the piece. I mean AOS unit, all of them. Good work, guys. Hats off to you.
I think
Right.
there was a lot of strong entries in that category as well, right? Because
Yes.
Yeah, and I can't remember. Maybe this one was actually a little bit less. Yeah, I thought so. So this one didn't have as many entries as last year. No, but they had real cool ones.
How was 40k unit? Because that's what we're moving to, and it felt to me that 40k unit was stacked.
It was a little bit larger than last year, not
Yeah,
not
but
by
not
a
hugely
lot,
so.
a couple. Yeah.
Right, well, in 40k unit, TD McDonald took gold with his Cadian group. Lucas Wiggering took silver with his Corn Dudes, and Aaron Clark took the bronze with his Ultramarines. Again, three stunning pieces. Lucas's piece is a re-entry from Spiel, where it took finalists, but they didn't photograph it. So this is maybe people's first opportunity to see this piece. What I will say, kind of interesting, it's so good. It's so good. Interesting to me that with TD McDonald's and Lucas's, we have these very like compressed scenes. Whereas Aaron went for the more free-flowing, like put them like within a more expansive scene, let them breathe a little bit. And I like both approaches, but they're all super nice.
I quite like it from the gold and the silvers, because so the gold one, it feels like they're huddled together, right? Like they almost like a last stand thing or something like that. And the Lucas pieces, it just adds to the aggression that it is so like tight, and they're almost like bursting out
really
of
feels World Eaters. And like I reckon if you put this black and white, just got the silhouette again. I'm going to be talking about that today a bit, I guess, because I've been thinking about it a lot. But if you put this as black and white and just had a white background with a black silhouette of what the model is, I think you'd be able to tell it's World Eaters. The chain axes and the helmets and the shapes and just like the chaos of the movement and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good on Lucas for taking the silver with that one, especially because he didn't get photographed.
Yeah, it was so mean.
Yeah.
The redemption arc. And
exactly.
As well, because like with TDs and Lucas's, we have the more, should we say, like the realistic, gritty approach. And then Aaron obviously going for his somewhat signature, very saturated, very pristine, like the Games Workshop cartoon almost. So really showing off these Ultramarines to their best. And
so it's funny because I think the photos that he shared himself don't do this scene justice. Like these photos compared to the ones that he shared make the scene look very different. In a good way.
I will say the one thing you don't see here is that red is very royal. Like in hand, it's a very like royal looking red. So they are quite, yeah, like,
Deep
you
red,
know,
like very, very
yeah,
red,
yeah,
visible. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And the golds are nice and the
Yeah.
blends are
Yeah,
silky.
it looks so good.
Banner's nice.
it is
Yeah.
like one of the things that I think with Aaron's pictures versus them in hand, because I remember this with his Centus, which the photos looked one way and then I saw it in hand at Spiel and I was like, oh, this is really different. This is like as again meaning it in a positive way. Which is always, I think maybe he struggles just because the amount of saturation he pumps into these minis must make them very hard to photograph at times. But
Yeah.
I just
for
don't
sure.
think he's painting for photographs either. Like,
No.
just looking at the way the volumes are rendered, they're sort of like he's choosing the best volume for each shape, which is much better for in-person viewing than photos, because it can sometimes be a little bit off if you take a photo at a particular angle. But when you've got it in your hand and you can like move around and like just get the best angle of everything as you're looking at it, it's much better. So that's
Yeah,
something to
completely
take into
agree.
consideration. I reckon that's probably what's doing it. So this is another
I
one
will
where it's
say
probably
also
better in person.
that the base feels much better in hand too. It feels like it fits better than it ever did in any photo I saw, because not that it was bad necessarily in photos. It's just to say that it really fits. It's really good for them in hand.
I just love Ultramarines. It's a problem I have.
I want to paint them too, but
It's just
Murphy
love-
boys.
It's just, yeah, and they like spreadsheets like me. So, yeah, 40K unit. Well done, everyone. As we move over to Blood Bowl, where I know this guy, Magnus Nielsen,
Yeah.
takes gold. Nathan Cartwright, I know that guy as well, takes silver, and Carl Dalton, I know all these guys, takes bronze. Blood Bowl. So, do we want to talk about movement in Blood Bowl? Is this a good way to intro this?
We can a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Movement.
Yeah, so
yeah,
a few pieces were moved out of Blood Bowl.
actually, a fair few, I will say. I can't remember exactly how many because I didn't note that, but it was maybe 7 pieces, something like that. 10 maybe
Yes.
even.
Um,
So it was a little bit. It was like 5 entries
7.
smaller this year, but even for a category that was bigger this year originally.
yeah. So
Or moved.
it seemed this is, and you know, we'll never know, and that's fine. We like speculation is part of the game with Golden Demon. That if it was verging to Dio, or it had, so thinking of David's piece, which had a referee and a player, it was moved to diorama. And if it had 2 people on opposing teams, it was moved to duel. Otherwise, it stayed where it was.
Yeah. So really, so the thing is that before they didn't really enforce the rule on it, right? And that meant that kind of anything goes in the category, which kind of forced people in a direction where, okay, I'll do some cool thing, a little bit more of a scene, maybe 2 people interacting, or maybe like a referee and a star player and stuff like that. This go around, they wanted to, well, with the new team and everything, they wanted to enforce it. So that meant if you had one or multiple models on the base, they needed to be from the same team. So you couldn't have like interacting teams. Otherwise, they would be moved into diorama or into duel. Yeah.
So it seems like a shame for the people who experience that for the first time when they've made something for Blood Bowl and it hasn't been enforced in the past. But
yeah,
I mean, as long as they're consistent from here on out and it is part of the rules, then I suppose.
Yeah, and I think
I feel for those people who got moved and then maybe didn't make it through or whatever. But
yeah,
even so, yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about these.
Yeah, Magnus, you painted these quite quickly. Like in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that quickly, but it felt that quickly.
In the time stretching, it wasn't stretched that much. It was more condensed. I went into a hyperbolic chamber or whatever, and
Yeah, it whipped it out.
just crunched 10 hours a day for a couple of weeks, and it came together. The funny thing was that I didn't share it on socials, so not a lot of people knew it was mine at all. So it wasn't, So it wasn't until my name is actually on the piece that a lot of people noticed. Um, so that was I don't know that I will be doing that in the future. I did it with this one because it was late anyways, um, in terms of when it came together. So I thought it could be a fun thing, even to the point where Eric told me, "Hey, I didn't even know that this one was yours during judging
Oh,
because
that's
other
good.
pieces." Hey, because other pieces I do share because I don't particularly feel the need to keep anything back.
What about this gauntlet, eh? God damn.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a little bit more saturated in hand, all of it. You can see a little bit better the greens coming through in the gauntlet and the spider,
I
because
actually
it's a
really
very
love
light
the
green
way
and
you
black.
did the base.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's not enough variety of bases in Blood Bowl, I think. So I like this sort of broken up stone scene as part of the orcs and goblins with the mushrooms and stuff.
yeah.
That I like a lot.
I think it is coming through a little bit more now.
It is. It is.
Like the meta is changing a little bit, and people seeing, okay, you can enter different. It doesn't have to be like a grass pitch.
Grass
Yeah,
and
with
line.
lines, grass and line. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, super nice. And I mean, you were saying in our Patreon video about when we were just talking about our results, that you thought, oh, well, maybe I could steal a bronze in this category, and ended up with the gold.
Yeah, yeah. Which I'm happy for, of course.
It's just so completely like solid. Like I haven't seen it all the way around, but I know the way that you paint that it will be this way, and it's just like it's that flawless kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pleasing.
It is a tight scene, and it is a tight painting. So it's not like I don't think I got lucky.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay, Nathan's piece, which is a good a good kind of like example of like reworking a piece and improving upon it, because Adepticon last year,
the guy in the middle was entered before.
Yeah, it was just this guy on his own, and then Nathan turned it into a squad for Essen last year. And then this year, like I would like to say begged. We did not beg. Well, like at a certain point, I was like,
I did. I don't want to say beg, but
no, I was shouting at him to bring it
quite
like
strictly. You are going to bring it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The composition on this is so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Because like the smaller guys on the outside, then the two bigger guys, and then the negative space around them, and the main guy in the middle. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flows from left to right just so pleasingly. And then like conversion work, like the ref nurgling, the sassy nurgling getting a Blood Bowl helmet, which I just love.
I hadn't realized that.
Yeah, it's such a cool. Yeah, it's just one of those little things I think Nathan does to breathe life. And I love this like corrupted pattern that he works into the armors. He just touched up everything. Like this was a super strong finalist at Essen, and to see it take the demon is just.
I think it was almost there at Essen,
Yeah.
and I know that he was a little bit afraid of bringing it to Adepticon because he was thinking, "Ooh, what if it doesn't do as well there?" Kind of like diminishing his award of finalist. So that's why we had to do a little bit of coercing
and gentle nudging, and he painted the emblem on the front, which he hadn't done at Essen, which is very nice.
And now something about this model as well that really appeals to me is that it gets the balance of humor and disgustingness of Nurgle like just right perfect, because it feels funny but also disgustingly Nurgle. Like that guy, the one on the left with his tongue coming out of his mouth. I just love it. It makes me laugh.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, and it feels very Blood Bowl, huh?
Yeah,
it really does. Yeah.
I think
Fantastic piece.
Nathan Nurgle is a wonderful combination. I would like to see him do more as well in the future. So yeah, wonderful silver. And then Kyle, another re-entry from Adepticon last year. I do not know whether he touched this piece up at all. I thought it looked absolutely stunning last year and continues to look stunning where it took the bronze this year in the category.
What did it get last time?
Finalist.
Oh, I can't remember. I think it must have been because
it'll
they
be
were
in the
photoshopped.
document somewhere, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fantastic piece, and it's actually this piece that made me realize, hey, you can do other things
do
with a
something
pitch.
different on the base.
Yeah. So it was last year with this one. I was like, okay, well, that's very clever.
Kind of
I
crop,
should, yeah, look into that.
Love the helmet.
Composition is really good on this one. I like the plinth choice too, where it's not just a rounded plinth, and it really works for the
movement.
composition. Yeah, yeah.
Weight.
Yeah, the weight
exactly.
of it is really on point, I think, as well, because the Minotaur and the Chaos Dwarf both have they're just chunky boys, but then to mix them with this cheeky goblin, it just gives them that extra oomph by contrast, which is super nice. The golds are super nice. Yeah, Blood Bowl, super good entries,
and it does kind of the same. Oh, sorry.
Max.
It does the same that Nathan's does. That it shows a range of models from the army or team, which I really enjoy. I think that's you could have just had three regular dwarves, but I really like that you get to see some more of what they bring as a team. That is probably my favorite thing.
Super cool.
Really
right,
nice reds.
Necromunda, where Daniel Jolene took gold. This feels weird to say. I took silver. And Alessandro Marinoni took bronze. I'm very biased in this category because I love all of these pieces. Daniel's is spectacular.
Yeah. And it was a big category this year.
Yes.
It was one of the bigger ones. Well, bigger ones, but it was more than, I think it was almost 3 times the amount this year than last year. So people really wanted to bring, and we saw really ambitious things in the cabinet.
Yeah.
People really stepping it up all the way from taking nothing all the way up to demon winners, where people were clever with their bases and colors and compositions and all of that, really wanting to push something that feels very Necromunda and not just being one dude on a rock or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that.
This definitely feels very Necromunda.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, he did fantastic on this one. It's a crazy piece.
Yeah, one of the things I will say about Daniel's pieces, and this is across everything he entered. I mean, Lord knows he was finalist in enough categories, which you can sometimes struggle to appreciate on photos. Is his finish is just it's stunning. It integrates so well. The graffiti on this wall just looks like it's old, faded, slightly in the right way. He was saying how he had to work out what each of these little gribbles in the coats do, and what they mean. But and again, another thing you can't appreciate, this grate is it drills down into the base, and you can look down into it. It's so good.
It has its striped lines or just barely there.
Yeah,
they could easily steal the show if they were really bright.
Yeah.
And another really clever thing on this one that you kind of can't see, but the line on the front is mirrored on the sides, not with a hazard, but with the concrete, and the same on the back, which means it gives the scene kind of a thickness to it. So you get the thickness of the wall before it goes into the black plinth. Same with the concrete. You kind of see, okay, so this is a slab of concrete over whatever dirt or whatever you have under. Which is a really clever thing because it kind of shows the material not just as a two-dimensional kind of thing to encompass the scene, but as an actual structure that is framing it. I really like that.
I
It's a
think
small thing.
if people are paying attention, this is going to happen a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It is very clever, and it's a small thing, but it has a lot of impact, I feel.
Yeah. Super cool. Well done, Daniel.
And dude, he freehanded those portraits in.
Yes,
What a
this is freehand.
champ! Yeah,
That's
even in
really
the
cool.
even in the uh satchel or whatever is on the ground.
Yeah. All of
Um,
those are also,
yeah, it has a roll, and on the roll there is like you can see some of a portrait because they were rolled up. It's yeah,
with the
very very complete.
hidden NRM
Yeah.
graffiti, which I'm also a big fan of. Just a joy to look at, feast for the eyes, and a deserving gold. Here I am, weird silver.
Yay!
This is your first demon, Bruce?
This is my first demon. Yes, very.
Congratulations.
Thank
man.
you very
must be
much.
Thrilled.
Yeah, we talked about it quite a lot on the Patreon video, but like the progression, my first GD was the highest I reached, which was notable, and the second was commended, third was finalist, and now on this, on the fourth, I took my first demon, which
So sword next. Wow.
yeah.
Impressive.
Well, well, let's maybe not. Yeah, I love this piece, and I got lots of lovely comments from it. People like looking at it, like liking the base, liking the composition. There's not like a huge amount of like original stuff. Like the only thing I 3D modeled this piping because I really wanted something in the front just to hide a bit of the platform, because that gave it a bit more weight. And in the original models, Scabs' back-mounted gun is meant to go the other way, so it kind of crosses Cal's gun, which I didn't like.
Oh,
so,
that was a smart move.
yeah, I like this gap here between them just to kind of reinforce them.
Definitely the right move.
They are.
Was that hard to make that change?
No. I like for I'm always very like baby's first conversion, because it's still something I'm learning and trying to get better on. So it's just a case of I can tweak it this way, make it flush. It is something I'm trying to improve upon. But yeah, it was once it all kind of came in, it was nice. And my only regret is that on this photo you can't see the rat behind Cal on the barrel.
Yeah.
But hey ho. We still sure.
You can't have it all.
No, you
An
can't.
Easter egg.
But you can really tell that you've poured your heart and soul into this one.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All the small weathering, the color choices of the base versus the color choices on, so it's kind of like this desaturated blue green, so that it fits with the colors of the two being blue and green, is really really good. I think we did some clever thing. Well, I say we because I talked to you a little bit in terms of feedbacking and creating the scene and whatnot. I think it was really good choices all around. Like having the guardrail in the back kind of broken, just to give some more, you know, less rigidity,
Yeah.
I will say, to the scene. And the slight breaking of the fourth wall is probably my favorite thing.
Which is another thing that's kind of hidden.
You can't
Oh,
see it on this one, but it
the
has
shells.
like a gun casing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Um,
Something that I really like is the pale face of Cal, and then like the coloured sort of weathered face of Scabs in comparison.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know that much about Necromunda, but I do believe that he's meant to be a noble or something, isn't he?
he
I don't
is,
know.
yes. He has I did a lot of lore research, which is, again, I mean, I was a lore expert. I never need that, but, I just thought it was, good. But yes, he is, like, he comes from, like, a proud lineage, shall we say, whereas, like, Scabs is just this little rat dude.
Underhyped ganger, yeah.
Yeah. These are, if anyone's ever wanting to paint them, the plastic model. Well, number one, the plastic in Necromunda, which is, that goes down a treat. But they're lovely models, lovely sculpts, and just a joy to paint. So yeah, good work, Cal and Scabs. You did me proud.
Yeah. Some real tight painting.
Speaking of tight painting, Alessandro's piece. I love this so much. I love an interior scene as well. Like, it's just so different from what you see in Necromunda. Usually it's like outside in the hive, but here, he's a noble.
Yeah, I agree completely.
But
I
there's
like
still a
the
rat.
contrast.
There always
There
needs
is
to
a
be
rat.
a critter. Absolutely.
It's Cretometer.
And the
Yeah,
height of it.
this is yeah, yeah.
Just such.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel out of place at all. You could have cut it before this, or been tempted to, but it doesn't feel at all out of place. And I like the height for it to kind of feel even more royal and even more. Yeah, it's
Noble. Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
He's
super good.
rich. Like space often
It's a
feels at a
bold
premium.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it
is.
is a bold move. Yeah, it is bold move.
One that paid off though.
Movable.
Goodness.
And super good colors on it, and some
And
tight
using a
painting.
fade to darker red up top so it doesn't
Yeah,
steal the
yeah.
show. Smart.
Yeah, yeah. A little
It's a
bit of like
fade.
stripy texture to show the fabric. Nice
It's a
texture
shame
on
about
the.
the dust showing in the photo, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, I
well.
shouldn't point that out. That's just gonna
I'll just bleep it and people
Bloody-
assume you're
bloody
swearing.
dust.
It's fine.
Yeah. 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 This is a fantastic piece too.
I love that his sash, the red on his sash, is warmer than the red in the background as well to
Yeah,
make sure that he's being the star of the show.
Yeah.
Love that sort of stuff.
And he stands out in the cabinets. Like this effect was almost more so. There's something just about it where the figure
Yeah.
really did stand out nicely against the
Yeah.
backdrop, but never felt like separated from it. So yeah, lovely piece, Alessandro. Right. Lord of the Rings, or rather Middle Earth strategy battle game. Where Mr. Nicholas Rubens Mortensen took gold for his Immaril, Nathan Cartwright took silver for his Glorfindel, and Daniel Jolien took bronze for his I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So, Lord of the Rings.
Aomir, maybe.
No, it's not Aomir. It's one of the. It's because it's from War of the Rohirrim. It's like dude from the thing. But anyway,
sorry, fans.
Sorry,
For the show. I haven't watched it yet.
The estate.
No, there's really a certain aesthetic that is developing for Middle Earth because these all look the same.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
and they are really close. Yeah.
And
I agree completely.
This was a category where there was a lot of entries which I would consider like kind of Middle Earth diorama, shall we say. So Enrix, which was this like homage to is it Minas Morgul, wherever the big spider was.
Yeah.
There was an incredible piece by I should just link them all, which I will. But like a Nazgul like flying close to hobbits,
Right.
like
Yeah.
When Frodo was about to put on the ring,
yeah, and it like these were stunning, but like obviously in the end it came down to essentially three single figures on relatively tight bases. Obviously with Nicholas's it was a re-entry from Essen where it took finalist there and then took the gold here. Nathan's is another re-entry, though he's reworked the base from past iterations of Glorfindel.
No flat floors.
No flat floors.
No flat floors. Yeah, exactly.
And then Dan's piece, new for Adepticon, and yeah, again, like similar to his Necromunda, he is showing the quality of his finish, and also the basing, the structure he's building around it. Like in terms of these pieces, each of them I think are firmly in the universe, which definitely works in their favor.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess there's something to be said about the way that these single models kind of look a little bit like the same is probably because they're so small.
Yes.
Like you do not appreciate how small they are here. A Space Marine is almost like double the size or chunkiness of these. They are massive. I would say Terminator is probably exactly double the size or the volume of one of these. So it's like this hyper like tight painting on something that small is probably what is like pushing for this kind of quite specific look, I would say. So when you begin to take these bigger pieces, you can get maybe a little bit out of that. You see some trolls and some Nazgul and whatnot. But for the small ones, like it's insanely impressive getting this amount of detail in there. Is that sword on Prince Imrahil It is so thin, like it is toothpick thin. It's
Interesting.
yeah.
These are the other sort of ones that I've never seen in hand.
Okay.
A couple at like Crimson or Guild, but they've been mounted models. But I do realize that they are quite a lot smaller. They're a bit
They
too
really
small
are.
for my taste. It's just my
Yeah,
eyes
same for me.
can't keep up with the size anymore.
Yeah.
It's maybe I just have a massive soft spot for Middle Earth. I just love. There is something about the fact that the scale is a little bit lower. It's also like I admit, like I kind of like that it's based off a cinematic property, so you always have a
I'm
choice.
glad it exists.
Yeah. You always have quite a cool choice of whether you follow like the cinema color grading or you actually push into more of a fantastic like book reading of the figures. I mean, yeah, all of them stunning. All I will say, like in terms of practice points that we can learn from each of these pieces, is make your rocks and stones interesting. Look at all the color, the scratches, the texture. Like these little dots that Dan put on his just work. Like just sell it as this real thing, real place. Super nice. And these pieces in the background here on Dan's piece, gorgeous. Excellent Middle Earthing. And with that,
excellent Middle Earth.
we'll go over to what felt at the time as the murderous category of Adepticon of the Old World, where Lucas Zaba takes gold, Magnus Nielsen takes silver, and Oliver Pratt takes bronze. His pieces were nuts. I don't know,
especially the Lucas one. Oh goodness, that photo does
it got
not
a lot
do
of
it justice.
attention.
Yeah.
It
was my favorite piece of all of it.
Yeah,
like
I just love the down swept wings. I love it. GW has been doing upswept wings since the beginning, and I've always just loved the idea of these down swept wings. I love it. I love the tight spiral on the lance.
Yeah.
And the darkness in the ocean. Oh God, it's so good.
Yeah.
So the thing about this is when you look at it from a standpoint of composition, this is like a painting. This is like an art reference, right? Where it is very, very tight, and it has this nice arc with the model in the middle of it. And he had a different base before that he ended up scrapping because it wasn't working with the model. And then doing a base like this that is simple yet not very simple. Like it's very pointing towards the figure. It has this dark base, and everything on it is not that like busy or is quite simple. And then you have all the detail of the spray of water, the texture on the stone. It is such a clever
Was
piece.
was the resin on the base? Is it clear resin or is it just?
It is clear
black?
resin. No, it's clear.
I'm actually unsure. I think it's painted and then resin over top, a little bit of resin over top, because it's super glossy, but it's dark underneath, like a deep
Maybe
ocean dark.
It's blacked out around the edges and underneath, and
it had a little bit of color to it, I think,
but it was a bit of transparency.
Yeah, you can see into it a touch,
as well,
but
dark blue.
It just looks.
I think you can see into it. Yeah, in the photos.
Yeah, you can see ever so slightly into it, and that's why I'm thinking maybe it has a little layer of resin over top.
Yeah.
That you can kind of see through, and then it goes maybe opaque on the bottom. And I know that the spray was he said he used cotton fibers for it. So he kind of molded every one of these with a cotton fiber and encased it in like resin, and then next one and next one kind of like in layers. It's insane. Yeah.
So
the wings on this.
Yeah.
Wings are like a bane. You have to do them 4 times.
Yeah, and also these ones are really like interesting. They're not just like a feather with stripes. A lot of them have like a pattern to them and different colors, and I will say another thing. This one is painted completely in oils. Nothing else.
Really?
Yep. It is completely. Well, he told me, so I wasn't sat there, but I believe him.
Yeah. Well, there's no reason
Yeah.
not to.
No. It's because I think some of his friends told him that you can't paint a full model in only oils, and he was like, "Well, watch me." Um, so it's completely in oils. That's how. So the stone has a little bit of like it has the painted texture, but it's ever so slightly physical too because it's in oils, right? So the oils are a little bit thicker. So when you kind of stipple
Impasto.
it, yeah, it is, yeah, an amazing piece.
That's some of the
Yeah,
most smooth yellow that I've ever seen. So I wonder
yeah.
if that comes from the oil.
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Because maybe it's wet in wet.
So
It must be.
rich.
I don't know how else he would achieve it. So I'm thinking it must be. Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's gorgeous. And
fantastic piece.
one of the things, like, well, I guess two things I take away, and this kind of echoes what you were saying about the downwings, Dave. But like, because of how the horse or Pegasus, sorry, is positioned, you just get the impression that it's only being kept aloft in this moment by this powerful like whoosh
Yeah.
of the wings.
So another thing he did was the wings are actually like this, like pointed inwards. So he had to heat them up and then kind of make
Bend
because
them.
otherwise it didn't have that swoop like it's pushing off from the air. So he had to do
Interesting.
this one has a fair bit of sculpting work done on it. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like it necessarily, but it has a fair bit of sculpting work done. I think he released photos on his. Maybe he just showed me. I can't remember, but um, I, I
I'm not
think they
sure if
are.
the model, I don't think the Pegasus has the tabard in the front. I can't
No,
remember though.
no, I'm pretty sure it's because I
Or
just
the
remember seeing.
cloth.
Yeah, a lot of sculpting work on it. Yeah, the way the flag is kind of
Well,
gorgeous.
that's the second thing which I want to talk about, which is like I'm not sure how this can factor into a meta, although I'm really interested if it ever can. It's like I would describe this as a model I can hear. Like
Yeah,
you look at it and
Oh, thump.
you hear
Yeah.
the whoosh of the wings and the spray of the sea foam, the slight fluttering of the flag. I just think it has so much going on.
Capturing
Yeah.
the weight really well as well, which is
Yes.
something I think that's going to become more and more important as time goes on with composition.
And now, in the funniest transition, as we go to Magnus's piece, where, like, I'm pretty sure this entire guy can fit in this hoof pretty much.
Really?
He's small.
He
Well,
is
it
so
is
small.
Yeah,
Magnus,
it is smaller than you think.
yeah, it's tiny. It like, uh, yeah. I mean, it's a stunner of a piece, Magnus, and you know, we talked a little bit in the Patreon recording. Like, it was a piece that you kind of struggled with, and at the end, you kind of
I did.
began to like it, but it got a lot of love, shall we say, at the event.
Yeah. It did. It did. Lots of people more confident in the piece than I ever was. I think it's something to be said about you. Sometimes don't maybe enjoy a piece
Yeah, if you
throughout.
don't
Like
vibe with it, yeah.
you're just
If it's a
never loving it.
Horcrux,
Yeah.
it takes a part of your soul,
Yeah.
and so you
Yeah,
can
and
never
this
quite
one,
feel attached to
no.
it like other people who just get to see it spring into existence.
Yeah. But my main worry with this one was actually presence. And I'm really happy that other people told me that they never felt like that was an issue because he is tiny, right? I mean, I think he's like 35 millimeters from foot to top mohawk. That that's small.
So he's
So
25 millimeters from toe to the top of
yeah,
his head.
yeah, he is. He is.
I think I have
He's
this model somewhere.
obviously
I
more
have to
chunky
get
than
it out.
a Lord of the Rings model, but he's kind of that size. Um, and it just means that because it's so small, next to, for example, Saba's piece or NRM had a fantastic piece too, which are like bigger. I always worry a little bit about like the presence of a model because it does matter. Um, at the end of the day, because you want people to be drawn to your model, right?
Well, I think you're okay in this case because the model has a very strong silhouette in itself, especially when he's perched on that little bit of a mound. So from across the room, that's what makes a silhouette so important in these events. Is like from across the room, the silhouette is all you can see when you can't see anything but from far away. So that's what catches your attention to go in and look. And with the
colors
contrast,
are really striking.
yeah,
So
with the contrasting and colours, this one must glow, I reckon. Would you agree with that, Bruce?
Yeah. I think there is something ineffable about Magnus's painting that it does glow no matter what. To the point like where Magnus came over to mine before we went to MPA last year, his minis were in the case. My wife
They
saw
glow
them
inside the case in the dark.
They glow inside the case in the dark. Yeah, absolutely. And I was like, I gotta learn from this. This motherfucker's doing all the bright stuff.
That is the peak of what I love about minis. Can't wait to see your stuff in hand one day, mate.
yeah.
So yeah,
soon.
Well done, Magnus. A stunning piece, worthy silver. As we move to,
if you watch back the awards, you will see how stunned and shocked I was too.
It's like, that's me.
Wait a minute.
And
this is great as well.
Yeah, this is Ollie's piece. Another first-time demon winner. Thoroughly deserved with this scene that is rich in storytelling and, like, I guess the thing that...
Look at that presentation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, talking about silhouette, something that grabs your eye from across the room. Like, it's so fun.
So
Can
I
you
really
see
like
how on the book, is that a Tzintzian? Is he?
I don't even know.
Maybe not.
I mean, we're missing out on some of the best freehand on this piece, unfortunately, because
which is
map,
on the back.
Yeah,
the cloak.
Well, the cloak's super nice, but on the back, on the map, is just like gorgeous. And
damn, I love some of the cafe pieces.
Yeah,
I resist buying more plastic.
No, Dave, don't resist. Just give in.
I've got too much to do already.
But I think it's interesting within Old World because it's like, like Horus Heresy, like Necromunda to an extent, is it kind of invites people to interpret it in a few ways. And some people just go, look, I'm just going to do this mini from this scene and that's okay. And Ollie was like, yeah, I'm going to build the world that this guy is in and really place him within it. And it really worked. And I think that's what the judges see and ultimately what they're rewarded, because it was just a feast for the eyes. There was always something new to look at, always something new to appreciate, always something new to drink in. And yeah, to see Ollie take a demon was just wonderful. Yeah,
and it's something where it went through some iterations, right? So it kind of evolved as, okay, this is the scene. So he builds a scene and before anything like painting and whatnot. And then you have kind of like a rougher scene, but without maybe like all the foliage and everything. And then, okay, it needs a map here. So map goes on. It needs, the spear was a later addition to it, right? And I really like the way that it has like a crescent shape to kind of mirror the crescent or the rounded arch. Bird is a late edition of something, just to have something going on there, so it feels like it's in a world.
Critter meta.
And it but it makes it adhere to a scale, right?
Yeah. And another kind of non-war piece as well. Like, this is a dude studying. He's looking at his potions. He's happy. Yeah. Well done, Ollie.
Yeah.
Right. 40k large, where we had Nicholas Rubens Mortensen taking gold for his Orc on Skrigoth, John Margiata taking silver for his Armored Sentinel, and Katerina Gorska taking bronze for her Nightbringer. Oh boy, I love the large pieces. It is a sickness within me. Nicholas, I think
this is one of my favorite pieces in the entire entire competition.
I think this is my favorite Nicholas piece. I think it was one of my favorite pieces from the show.
I agree.
It is stunning.
I agree.
So
and it
damn
is
orky.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is so damn. It just has this vibe. Like it feels. I don't know what it is. It just feels
Yeah,
right.
it captures the absolute
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
what it means to be an orc.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it hits all my childhood nostalgia, orky stuff
Yeah.
so hard. This piece is just like, oh, love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Spend so much time just exploring it. I want to
Yeah,
own
Nicholas
it.
is doing a lot of like clever things these days in terms of like the smoke kind of drifting from the two things on the base, the flag, a little bit of a drift to it. He has some movement to the spittle, and some of the ribbons on the axe are coming loose, so he gets a little bit of movement there. And these are all small things, but he always does these like small touches of movement just to make sure that it feels a little bit closer to maybe an artwork, and a little bit not as static as just a model out of the box.
Mm.
Uh,
I like this
and
tally.
yeah.
just one of those little story like building moments that
Yeah.
makes it orky.
Yeah, fantastic piece. The colors are on point, and
Textures, the material differentiation.
the fact that it's
I
TMM
love
as
this.
well, like what the hell?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You see it a little bit there. TMM. Like he did a black armor, which is in more his usual style, which is not TMM, obviously, because it's meant to just be like a black scratched armor. But then the metallic bits really do pop and shine as a result. And like the
TMM
bullets.
making a bit of a comeback.
I think so. When it's done this well, it's easy to see why. One thing that this image does not show at all is the inside of this guy's mouth is painted so well.
Yeah, and so he didn't realize, he told me he didn't actually realize you could see well in there. So he had painted teeth and everything, and he was like, ooh, I need to paint in there. So he had to like get his brush in and wiggle around. And
Oh, wow. Before it was
everything was, even outside it was painted before he had to go back, and because you could see in there.
Oh,
yeah. And it looked so good.
Yeah, it does. You don't see it from the photo or from the from holding it in hand, that it was a little bit of a struggle getting in there.
maybe that's part of what built up the texture on the teeth. Just so much overpainting. Just made them look like sort of, I don't know, rocky or something.
Yeah.
We continue to live in the era of MRM. This is his second gold at the competition, and what a joyful piece! What a stunner! Well done, Nicholas.
Base is really great too.
Yeah.
Take that, Smithy boy.
Yeah. Oh, he's so sad. Oh well, he had a good run. John's piece again, like this more realistic, like battered, brutal.
He really does, like weathering very well. Like,
yes,
can't be denied. And I love Sentinels.
And I love that this piece, like, there's a world where this is included in winners.
Yeah,
because there's nothing I find more joyful than when people say it's always the same style that wins. And it's like, when we go through these entries, it clearly just isn't.
Yeah. Like the tire. Look at the tire on the base. It just looks like a real tire.
Yeah.
And like the little bit of storytelling, like there's the Gene Stealer cult posters, and then the little sigil. He just builds very complete worlds, you see it rewarded, and I guess within that same context of it's always the same style that wins.
Not really though, huh?
Yeah. What about Kaha?
Completely different pieces that just look completely different in style too.
Yeah.
Look how different they are. How amazing is that?
I haven't followed closely enough which Catan this is. Is it the
Nightbringer?
The Dragon of Mars?
It is. Are you trying to get us in trouble with the law police, Dave?
I don't know.
This is the Nightbringer. This is the bringer of night. Yeah. We're gonna have very angry.
It looks very metal.
Yeah. Well, it's a relatively new release.
It is. It is quite new.
I think it is, yeah. It's such a great sculpt. Whoever did the sculpt of this just absolutely knocked it out of the park. It's just so good.
Agree.
I think it's so clever.
And perfect for her style too, right?
Yeah.
Perfect for her style. I think it's so clever the way she did the base, because the model is so busy down low, it doesn't need a huge base.
No.
And also it's
No.
very dark, because it's easy to imagine all of this is like lightning and energy and stuff like that, which would kind of, with the relative values, just crush all of this down.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, but you see it. You see it enough. These skulls, these rocks. A really clever choice from her, and a gorgeously painted model.
Yeah, and the way she always
Using-
does with the colors, kind of
Yeah.
focusing in on the
cold focus and the warm periphery. It's a bit more subtle than she usually does, but it's also really tastefully, like, it feels good.
Yeah, I agree. She's a wizard.
She is.
I'm very
Sorceress, I guess.
very honored to have had the chance to see a fair lot of her work in the hand. So I can imagine this one's even better in person again as well.
Much better, yes, much better.
Right.
Her color nuance doesn't come through as good as in hand, of course. Right?
Impossible to photograph in some ways.
Yeah.
Right, we move to Horus Heresy, where Mohammed Mehdi took gold for his Fulgrim, Adam Hitchens took silver for his Night Lord, Mr. Elkte took bronze for his, not Horus, Bruce, Magnus. That's the word I was looking for.
Magnus.
Yeah, that is a Magnus.
Yeah.
It's the red without much red.
Yeah, Magnus the purple.
It's a very bold choice to make.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, considering...
But damn, does it look good.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah. Purple and yellow together is just tasty.
Yeah, how it leaks into the base. There's a whole little scene in here that you know, it's not necessarily lit here, but on the cabinets it was really lit. You could really see into it. And again, like three radically different. You know, we have two Primarchs here.
Yeah.
And like a
small
a
thing, a medium thing, and a large thing, and not
all
the
very
same
different
thing, just...
painted styles.
Yeah.
Like they're all very, very different. No, I wish I could see the Fulgrim in person, because it's definitely such a model that's an in the round thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have a golden angle. Like, look at the detail.
Yeah, oh man, it's so much work painting this one over.
It's so much work, like prepping the resin, and then you have to paint it. Like, it's 300 hours to prep the resin, and then you've just got to paint the damn thing. I did, poor Mohammed, like, because
Props.
Props to Mohammed, obviously, but because this piece is so massive, the only place it could safely go is in the bottom of the cabinet. So I think a lot of people missed it until the award show, which is a shame. But I mean, look at this demon face. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, and the way that he controls
color
the
contrast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And the base is really nice too.
Yeah, what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Interesting rocks.
Vignetting.
Nice bit of blood.
Vignetting, sorry, not vignetting.
It's becoming this thing where basing can either go quite elaborate or it can go quite simple to support a model on top. So it kind of depends on what model you chose to put, of course, and then how you want to frame it and focus on it. So yeah, some of these simpler bases are just a perfect fit for an elaborate model, for example, right?
And that's a good thing.
Yes.
Because it shows that you don't have to do those big diorama bases. If you pick a tasteful base to go with the model and you really show off your skills, like the Night Lord, for example, it's got a fairly simple base. It's all about the model.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very, very smooth rendering.
Yeah.
And
a very nice blue too. It had kind of that slight green to it in the highlights.
Style.
Yeah, when you saw it in hand, it's very, very nice. Super smooth.
But to your point, Dave, 3 strong silhouettes as well. Very easy to take in. Like the Night Lord in particular was very easy to spot across the cabinets, just because it was,
I'm sure it's another one that would glow on the shelf.
Yeah, it did.
Absolutely did. Yeah, absolutely did.
Right, AOS large.
We're getting to the
we're getting to the pointy end. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
So AOS large, Lucas Holmstrom took gold for his Demon Prince.
He is absolutely smashing it with the demons lately.
Yeah.
He's a
Love
problem.
The base.
He's a problem.
He is too young to be this good. It is very annoying.
Yeah. This one had a lot of sculpting on it too. Like legs are kind of like re-sculpted, like based on of course the skeleton of a demon prince, but then sculpted over top. Arm is sculpted in
And the legs.
Tail is different pieces and
very little of the nuance of the piece is captured in the photograph. There is so much subtle color work that he put in. You can
even in the wings.
That's really difficult to photograph in the whites. Like whites never show it how it is in person, especially if you put really subtle nuance.
No.
Yeah, you could just see
and just like the warmth of the face, and then like the hands, they go more pink, and the feet they go more pink, and then they lose value, and so it's warm to cold, but it's subtle, and that is powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, so beautiful. Even, the tabard between his legs, it goes from black up to red. Everything is working with focus. So focus on this is just stunning. And that's the thing that I love the most. So, it's another one that I could look at for a long time. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Well, and it comes to what he was saying in the interview he did with us, like because of the painting with Squidmore, he understands like the focal points very quickly. So then he clearly just works everything back towards pointing the eyes where he wants them to go. And Lordia works. The skin in this piece is unreal. It is. Yeah, I would kill to paint skin like this. And also this gold, I don't like how he's doing it. Yeah. This glowed. It's wild.
It's simple. It's basically just dark with bright edge highlights, and a big
one big shine.
Yeah, the arch is
big curve. Yeah. It's very effective, but it feels lazy when you paint like that. But it works really well for something like that. Like, look how good it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it works.
Another thing I really like with this one is the way that he did the base. So it's easy to kind of want to put full contrast on everything, but look how matte the sand looks, because it doesn't go through the full range of contrast. So the shadows are a little bit less dark, and the highlights are not as bright as for example on the stone. So it looks less reflective because it's sand.
And there's the saturation level in the tans is increasing as you go up the model. So down the bottom closest to the plinth, it's much less saturated. But then there's more yellows and oranges and greens coming into near the feet, which it's working the focus, and love it. Absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, well done, Lucas. And then the rest of the category of Marco Frazzoni with his Festus and Carlos Garcia with the bird.
That's going to be a popular model. It is so good.
Festus, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like a late entry, and oh my goodness me. I don't even understand how he did the slime trail. Like he had inside of it, you can see that it's not bubbles, but it's like almost like a trail where it's suckers or whatever it is would have left an impression. It's
got to be UV resin layers painted, and then more layers of UV resin.
Did you say it was like it was vac formed in some way? There was something.
Maybe
you said.
He may have sculpted an original, then
mold,
cast it, and then
I mean,
vac formed it, and then done.
We'll grab him for an interview if we can. We can ask him all about it, huh?
The thing I kept hearing as people went past this piece is like, it's very Warhammer. This is the aesthetic. This is like, it's this big statement piece. It grabs the eye because obviously like resin like this is so reflective. So it just draws you in. And then the piece is painted super well. The fungus, the orange and blues and teals.
Focus.
And talking about presence, this one, oh my goodness me. People, almost fell over when it went into the cabinet, because it's so like, it's a big thing with something very new and impressive, and the painting on that slug is amazing, and controlling the folk. Yeah, it's An insane piece.
Bottle meta as well. To
Yeah,
go with critter meta, bottle meta. Very
Yeah.
interesting. And then Carlos's
Silhouette.
piece. Yeah, and again,
Yeah.
silhouette.
Yeah.
I love this piece. I love the base in particular, like swamp,
Yeah, man.
like gross decay, and then you just get this feast for the eyes as you look up, and like how bright the bird's face is to draw you in, but then also how that is done. Similar here, bottle meta again, very important. Gross hands, like every time I see a large piece, I'm just in awe of the amount of work it takes. But it's just easy to forget that it's all so well painted as well.
Yeah, and this photo also for sure doesn't show the nuance as good, because this one has a lot of color nuance to the wings and
Underneath it,
yeah.
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 Warm and
And on
cold.
the backside, and the face with the feathers, with the neck, it has a lot of like tones that are desaturated, either brownish or kind of like um gray white, but has a lot of color to them still. So they work together um really well. It's yeah, very, very impressive piece. I think it just lost out on finalists at Spiel, so I'm very happy to see it
It's
getting.
really something to paint something that's essentially like an average brown, but it's got so much
Yes.
color.
Yeah, some of the browns have like purples in them and red tones in them, and
Yeah, I'd say it's got the entire rainbow
yeah, almost
in browns.
Yeah, it's
Nice work.
it is
Carlos.
an impressive piece for sure. Yeah, very nice.
Right. We are moving to the open competition.
Yeah.
Well, Alfonso Geraldez Bourbon, Banshee, took gold for his hand-sculpted piece. Lucas Holmstrom took silver for his Festus, and Sam Lenz took
Half-cut
bronze.
Festus.
Yeah, half-cut Festus, and Sam Lenz took bronze for his not Ultramarine. No, Bruce, absolutely not. Imperial Fist Terminator. Banshee was cooking here. How about that? I mean,
yeah.
What another dude! It must have been so much work.
Yeah,
Sculpt,
But
hand sculpting
he did a great job.
Yeah, I mean,
it feels so much like Gaunt, better
Mhm.
than anything I've seen, I think.
yeah. You almost, like, when you saw it in hand, you almost couldn't believe that he hand sculpted that.
Yeah,
How big is it?
big.
I don't know, like
75 mil, 100 mil?
no, it's big. Yeah, more like 100, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say closer to 100 mil. And it
Yeah.
just has, because of that, it has such verticality in the case
big
as well.
presence.
Yeah, and to keep talking about
Silhouette.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, and look at the colors, man.
Yeah.
The red sash, and then the kind of almost like pinky tones
Purple and the black, yep.
the black purple. Oh my goodness
Blue
me.
boots.
And
the
also
blue leather on
that
the cap.
Yeah, and also that kind of changes when you turn the model over. It's more grainy on the other side because it's reflecting from the forest and whatnot. It's his work on color is amazing. Yeah, amazing. Look at the stones. Look at how they are green, and then the highlights are just not green at all.
Yeah, red almost.
Yeah, almost like a red,
Good
desaturated
contrast.
red. It's crazy to think like that.
Look at the water. Look at the water.
Yeah.
This is the
Caustics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
caustics
Lord.
underneath.
Yep.
Yep.
Banshee did good. What a piece. What a
Yeah,
joy.
well,
Yeah.
deserving winner, really.
Yeah.
And it felt like it's such a perfect piece for open, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think, like, in the future, we'd probably like to see more of this in open, like, where,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
sculpted.
Yeah.
It's like the place for that. But yeah, super
Yeah, and
nice.
it's bold in color, and
You can't do collaborations though, can you?
No,
have
you
to do it
can't. You
all
have
No,
to
not
sculpt
anymore.
yourself. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's why we're seeing a little bit less of these things, is that it is so much work also being the sculptor, right?
Yes.
And it's a different skill, so
Yeah. it's not surprising that perhaps, people are holding off on open for a little bit. Lucas, with his second demon of the competition, with his Festus. I think he was fairly shocked when this did well, but it was painted absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, he didn't have too much confidence in this one when he brought it in, but the more he kind of looked in the cabinet, the more he kind of talked to people, he wasn't too down on it later. And I really like this one because it's almost like a simplified version. You cut a lot of the slug. All the backdrop thingy is very different, and he took away the arm, for example, stuff like that, or whatever the
weird thing that comes out of his stomach. Yeah.
Just to kind of simplify things a little bit more, to have it less busy.
Notice.
And that's the thing, right? You kind of don't really even notice.
It's like an earlier version of Festus or something.
Yeah, before he got corrupted as much.
He's got the focus so well done in this again. Like, if you look at the thing as a whole, it's just so... every choice is made for the focus again. And it's obviously not rendered as well as his gold piece was, but it still has all of the same decision-making.
Yeah.
I love...
the mouth of the leech... is the secondary focal point, so it's using the same tonality as Festus's main area, but less warm. It's got the pinks instead of the yellows, and the purple of his hood and stuff around the lips. It's really smart.
These magenta shadows as well that pop up across the mini.
Yeah.
Just brings it all together. I love these long grass things. I need to ask him where he got them, because I was staring
I'd say that would be just brush bristles.
Yeah, it looks it, doesn't it?
It looks it.
We're a little bit afraid at the end, but I just love a bit long grass just to break up tough.
I think if you use tweezers and just go along the length of those bristles, it'll fray it up. Yeah.
And then Sam's piece, taking bronze with obviously the force perspective using Epic Marines in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were painted in.
There you are. You had a sensitive scale. There you go. Those are the Epic Marines.
Yeah.
Well,
so they're a little bit in the background, and that is.
That makes me think that a scene that I want to do might actually work.
Yeah. Ooh. You should get some Epic Marines.
Yeah, I will.
This one is fantastic too. I mean, what a stacked open lineup. I love it. The backdrop feels good with the model.
We don't get enough of this sort of flat black background with sort of a curved sort of half my brain is gone to sleep. Half cylinder plinth on the front sort of thing. So it's not squared off, it's just sort of a curved front. Yeah. We don't get enough of that.
No.
Just like an exploding scene, isn't it? Which, with the force perspective,
it's coming out into you. And
it's exactly that it's kind of, you can see how it's moving towards you. Mm-hmm. It's a very clever piece. And obviously the painting is very well done. The weathering on the marine, and Sam did real good on this one.
And a few orky bits. Everyone likes an orky bit.
Yep.
So they're fighting.
Yeah, that is answering one of the questions. Right, we are nearing the end as we get to the very pointy end. 40k single, where Neil Hollis took gold for his Space Wolf, Bob Cahoon took silver for his Fuegan, and Alexei Garhaliu took bronze for his Custodes. Australia represent. You sent him to win a demon, and he won you a demon. Like, good job, Alexei.
He sent himself.
Well, yeah. Only the weight of the nation on his shoulders. It's fine.
Yeah.
Neil decided to do a perfect Marine, and then
for sure
plopped him on a bold base, which, like, I think that was the question going into it. It was like, oh my god, this Marine is perfect. What are they going to think of the base? The base, I think the base is cool as hell, but you never know how it's going to be viewed by judges and things like that.
No. So it felt like it was a bit of a risk. I know because I talked to him a fair bit that he was like, either they love it or they hate it, so it could very well make or break it. But Neil does this on most his pieces, right?
Yes.
He wants to
It's
have
subtle.
something different.
Yeah.
Just where, like last year it was the Drukhari, the winged Drukhari, where he casted the kind of like the vials in clear resin. He's of course done the backdrop thing. He's done, so it's always kind of like trying to push for something new that is maybe not seen before, um, or at
So
least not part of meta.
there's something in this scene that I think is very subtle, and I wonder whether other people have noticed it. But to me, this has been painted to seem like it's a very like dull, grey, overcast, sort of cold scene, and the ambience of everything feels so like overcast, and I don't think I've seen anyone pull it off to this degree before.
No, I agree completely. It is,
And it
it
is
looked
so hard
cold.
to do.
Yeah. It looked cold. It did. Everything was very cold. Even the red, while it
It's cold,
has
yeah.
has saturation, it is cold. It was fantastic, and it looked good in the cabinet for
Yeah,
sure.
it glowed.
Very
100%.
neat, very
Yeah.
tight, and
And the fish
Yeah.
is the fish's whole body in there, or is it cutting off at the edge?
I
Is it
actually
just a
can't
curve
remember.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't
Yeah, I
remember
actually
either.
can't remember.
I think it's all in there,
No.
but it's very hard to
It's
tell
just
from
the
this angle.
perspective of the
Yeah,
curve.
you're getting like a caustic thing. I will say, actually, this resin, very pleasant to hold. I don't know. Sometimes you expect like, oh, it's going to feel weird because it's clear, but it was a real nice thing to pick up and hold, and you kind of expected it to be cold when you picked it up.
And when that sort of resin is polished to perfection, it kind of doesn't hold fingerprints that badly,
No,
which
it
is
doesn't.
really
No,
interesting.
no.
Wonderful work from Neil. Bob
Yeah, insane.
taking silver with his Huygen.
What a
Yeah.
sick model.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it looks so good. I really like what he did with the helmet, like
Yeah, it's like
The black
scorched.
edges.
the wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
And it
standout
has
for me.
ever so slight little texture to it, actually,
Yeah.
because it's a very flat thing. So what do you do with it? Andy did his kind of like,
Yeah. Vertical sort of volumes.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
cylinder sort of stuff. Yeah.
yeah. And I really like this this
too.
way too. Ah, the colors are so good.
This is another one where I saw his photos on his Instagram that they're not as good as this photo.
Yes.
No.
Look,
No.
everyone struggles
this
with
is another
photos.
Yeah.
And
this,
I will
this one,
say they actually did good photos this go around. The photos are a little bit dark, I would say.
maybe a little bit.
But yeah, a little bit dark. But it's
This one
better
would have
that
glowed
than,
on the shelf as well, I'm sure.
Yeah,
It's one of
yeah,
those
yeah, it did.
glowers.
Yeah, it did.
Nice work.
The
Bob.
base is nicely done.
Yep.
And Alexei,
Boy,
the lunatic,
cool boy.
our boy, the
Yeah.
lunatic.
Yeah.
This piece caused a stir when it went in. People were
Yeah.
gawping.
Well, even before it
Yeah,
did,
because
in
he-
community.
because he broke it.
Yeah. It came to Adepticon in pieces, right?
Yeah.
In pieces that needed repair, not just assembly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like he needed to break it more to repair it, which
yes.
but
Yeah.
everyone
Scary stuff.
Yeah. Everyone rallied around him. You know, we had Valborn
Yeah,
helping
yeah.
out. People were like, oh, I've got this piece. Use this
Yeah.
light. Do this. It was very interesting for me because I hadn't seen it necessarily. And then I remember in the interview we did with Alexi, who was like, yeah, I'm doing these two types of golds and they may hate it. They like, they
Yeah.
may not work. And when I saw it, I was like, that's what he meant. And goodness me.
Yeah, the rose gold's some of the best sort of gold I've seen. It's just so
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
I
I agree.
And
it,
the
it does
spear?
work.
The spearhead
Yeah.
of the lance is just so goddamn
Yeah.
special.
that chromatic.
Look how much color he has in those spots of bling light, and so good.
And just the curves in that kind of
I
Yeah.
think this boy might be quite good at painting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
There's a
Yeah, he
possibility of
really
it.
is. And even in his, like, look how good of a sculpt this is. It doesn't feel awkward or natural or
Yeah, it's a really good
r-
composition too. Yeah, it came
it
together
really
really
is
nicely.
with the spiral. And
The
I know
technology
because
behind.
yeah, yeah, I've followed for a while and like going through the brainstorming of like how to do the steps, what kind of details do you do on the backside. It has like a full computer port and everything
Mm.
to kind of show, that this is maybe a maintenance bay or whatever, or slight maintenance bay. And yeah, the engineering of the piece, and this is so impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a magic trick when you see it in person.
Yeah. Free floating bike, and
Yeah. It's like, this shouldn't work. Oh, well, it does. Cool.
it
And
really
yeah,
does.
and he built it to be indestructible because the original pin is like a 3 millimeter brass rod that goes up the leg and then across and then down the other leg and then attaches into the bike. So it's like sturdy as heck. It'll be indestructible.
Yeah.
And then
Then he broke
He
it.
botched it.
and he also broke it. Oh,
Yeah.
Lexi.
Ah, well, it all came good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I will say another thing that he said was it was almost like, a lucky thing, because it meant that he ended up tweaking some things on the base, tightening some things up. So I think in the end, he ended up with a better piece because he had to struggle for 2 days in America, like fixing it and painting it and tightening some
God,
things up. So
I can't
Yeah.
imagine
what?
anything worse.
No.
He said he painted the
No.
teeth in, didn't he? Like, wasn't that one of the things that he'd worked
Yeah,
on?
and also some of the tightness on the um like the textures on the base and stuff like that. So there were a couple of like minor, well, in the grand scheme of things, of course, minor things, but they all matter.
Yeah,
From
mine
the
are
version I saw as well, I think he must have done some work on the top of the candles as well.
yeah,
Yes.
a bit more
They're
glaring.
cleaner.
Yeah.
Hua. Right.
Yep.
AOS single.
Ah, my
Oh
favorite
God, what a
category.
category! Oh,
Yeah.
The category of murderers, where Thibaut Ram took gold for his mounted Tzinch dude. Raf Bohemond taking silver for his wood elf, and Katerina Gorska taking bronze for her Nighthaunt boat, I guess. I mean, three...
Blue, a green, and a red thing.
Yeah.
You live to see it.
It's like...
and like each of these could swap into gold, and I'd not be
No.
unhappy about it. But they're
No.
all just so amazing, and that's my favorite piece that Thibaut's ever done. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
He was...
Yeah. It's
I think he was worried because he was in tears picking up his gold. It clearly meant a lot to him because, a stunning piece.
I mean, battling the other two is understandably so. Because,
Understandably, a little bit nerve-wracking.
yeah.
But yeah, negative space.
The color work
bases.
and oh my goodness me, and the way he does metals is just
Oh man, and
some of the
just the accent of the purple and red and orange feathers in the Zinchian part. So it's like it's a cold focus, which no one does, or very rarely anyway. It's like warm, cold, warm. Oh, it's so beautiful, and the colors have come together so well.
Yeah.
It's perfect cinch. Like, really is. Really exemplifies
Simple
it.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silhouette.
Head, so cool. I wonder if he sculpted that. Must have done. Super nice.
I don't even know. Yeah.
I think
3D,
that might be
right?
part of a statue from an Age of Sigmar statue, actually.
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
He may have cut the brick lines into it. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. I think I've got it though.
There is a statue, but it doesn't have the brick lines. But maybe you're right. He just cut the brick lines into it, which is super cool. Just a little modification. I mean, speaking of sculpting, we know this guy.
Also, before I actually want to say, look at the foot, how it's gripping the
Edge
yeah
of
the ear.
Yeah, I think that's sculpted, isn't it, or at least modified?
Must have been somewhere.
I would think so.
Striations in organics. I need to do this more. Must learn this. Like the wrinkles, like it's soft and subtle, but goodness. Raf, fresh from
Oh boy.
yeah, Fwah. And it's like, it's a shame that you only get one picture because you could flip this piece around and have an all different
It's
scene.
totally different.
Yeah.
Because it's in blues instead of or green blues instead of these, very grass green colors. And also from the back, the tree is sculpted like a gripping. Oh my goodness, I love it.
Yeah.
Just thinking about everything is so good.
To
So
represent
many
sort of the
small.
undead creeping over the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, exactly. So many small details. You can get lost in this one.
Yeah. Critters
And
running
it has
to
the
the
same
left.
on the back.
Yeah. It has
Yeah.
just as much on the back. But yeah, I love that the critters are running to the left, the arrow is pointed to the right. Like, you understand the flow.
Yeah.
It's
Another silhouette.
yeah. Well, exactly.
Another
Like,
banging silhouette. And then a focus as well, like, oof.
Yeah. The focus is clearly on the elf, and then it kind of, because it's the warmest and the brightest, and then it tapers off. He did it again.
he is like, much like Lucas is a problem, Raphael is a problem.
Yeah, he's got
This guy
skills. Like,
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he got skills.
The fact that he's modeling, or like he put the digital version, didn't he? Just so people could see the sculpting he'd done, and like it's so exciting to me to have like a digital sculptor doing this level of work at like this, because it has historically been like very much based on traditional sculpts, and obviously that's wonderful in its own right, but it's so cool. And it's like, yeah, this digital version I made, like ZBrushed it up, and it's so good.
Another thing I find really impressive with these things from a perspective of sculpting is that when these details are sculpted in, they're there, right? So you can't really, like, for example, the tree, right? Like, now it's there. If it had been freehanded on and you didn't like it too much, well, you scrub it. You don't hear, well, you would have to fill it and everything. So it's just having the confidence in like the sculpt with nothing on it before any paint or anything, and then being, okay, this is the look I want. Now I put color on. Having that eye is incredible to me because I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Good work, Raphael.
Beautiful.
And then Katerina I adore this.
Yeah.
Good
Is this
Lord.
the perfect model for her painting? It must be close. Like the style and the color and the flow and I love it.
Yeah. It's the fact that like it has obviously like you have the blue bleeding into the red, which is just super cool, but like there's these lines that just make it feel like it's either on fire or like wispy smoke or something. It's
it just feels alive.
It
feels alive,
and then it connects it all together really well. Like it's got an ethereal feel, and it's really difficult to do that when they're solid.
Yeah.
Super. Yeah, and I love the kind of blue outside going into a red purpley color, then goes into an orange, then goes into a yellow on the front. Oh, goodness.
Turns out people are pretty good in this hobby.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is why
I
we
don't
love
even
so
know
much,
how
right?
this.
Like,
Yeah. This wispiness is that all sculpted in, or it must be, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually painting those ghosts at the moment, and that it's not really, but there is a lot of sculpted detail in that smoke, and it is very difficult to paint because there's so many organic changes of like direction, and everything is just tiny volume shifts and stuff. It's really incredible to see how she's done it.
This integration with the
how
base.
it connects to the base is like crazy to me, and it doesn't. It feels like she captured the exact same style of the original sculpting. Yeah.
She's good. She's pretty darn good.
She is.
All right.
She's good.
Final two categories, I think now, isn't it? Yes.
Talking about good.
Talking about good, we have Boha Calva Bertrand Delis with Magnus the Red versus a Space Wolf. We have Pierre Mabouf with his Silver Jewel, and Adam Lee with his incredible Stormcast versus Vizic piece. I mean, Boha meant business, didn't he?
Yeah, this one must have taken up a lot of attention on the shelf. Like, this is a banger.
Dude, this one is, you can you cannot describe how much this fills the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the size of it, the colors of it,
The
the way.
ambience.
Yes, exactly. The way that he did, like the snow melting over the rocks where the flame is, because it gets a glossy finish. This is, yeah, the presence of this is nuts. You
Silhouette
could not
again.
walk by and not see it. Like yeah.
How big is this as well?
It's
Like, it must be
enormous.
huge.
It's
Like,
Massive. Like
absolutely
Magnus
enormous.
is massive.
how does he get it done in time? Like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is
come on.
12-hour days for 6 months straight for me.
Also the full reposing, the
What
spears in
happened?
the other.
Whoa. Well, I'll get you back.
You're back. You're back. The
Weird.
spears on the other hand, the way that he's kind of recoiling from the flame, and yeah, so lots of reposing of wings and limbs, and yeah, I don't even know. Like the space wolf is kind of turned, and his one of his feet are kind of like so that it follows the way that he, like the way you would put weight on a leg, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like just too static and then the torso
There's
turn.
a
No.
huge amount of conversion in both
It
of the
is.
models.
It is. The way he
The
did
wings
the
in
snow
Magnus.
is insane. And
I wonder how he did that. I wonder if it was heating up and bending, or
yeah, I asked Eric. I actually thought it was I think it was Eric I asked, and he said, well, you can do this if you like put it in boiling water, so you can kind of slowly try
Heat
and bend it, because if you heat it with maybe a heat gun or a flame for that matter, you get real risky business because
Yeah,
you can
'cause it'll
burn
break.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to
So
hit
he
it too
said
much?
probably boiling water.
This light. Ah.
Yeah.
And the model itself,
Won't
it doesn't come with the staff in the hand, in the right hand
No,
like
no.
that.
It's
So he had
it's
to
a
sculpt the hand
Yep.
over it, and
Yep.
the model does have like that more demony right hand, so he's kept that originality of it. It's wild, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah, and the other
armor.
recoiling hand is also sculpted in, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like, I just love the Borjas.
A-
Like,
a-
I'm
and
going
I
to
wonder-
show up and like just make impact.
Yeah, so to me, what I'm thinking is, do you think he started this before going to Spiel? Because imagine 5 months to do all the conversion work and the painting work on
Yeah,
this.
I don't know. It can't be all in that one time. There's just no way.
Yeah, I refuse to
I'll
believe
have
it.
to ask him. It feels
Because if
Well,
it is, that's mad
superhuman.
respect.
Yeah.
The flame is resin, just translucent. Just
Yeah,
kinda
it's clear
cool.
resin. Yeah, I love that that's happening more and more.
Yeah, it makes it look a lot more real, I think. Just one of those like little things.
Yeah, for sure.
Snow's
Wow.
super nice.
Yeah, building it in small layers, he said, like,
Oh, yeah, little bit at a time. Good Lord, well done, Borja. Equally, Pierre's
man.
piece, a love
Yeah.
letter to classic Warhammer. I love that in his Instagram piece, he just like talked through the history and like why he'd done this piece. And I think the true joy of this for me was whatever angle you looked at it from, they were dueling.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is much, much, much better in hand because of it doesn't have like a clear focal point like other pieces maybe has, but it feels so complete in hand because you can kind of turn it around and see them really
It makes you
interacting.
want to keep exploring and turning and turning.
Yes,
Because I saw
yes.
that on the rotational video that he shared. I just wanted to. It stopped after one rotation. I'm like, no, keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
Poor.
And another thing I really love with this is it actually has a fair bit of sculpting and bit work,
Mm.
and it doesn't feel out of place at all.
No.
This looks like it could have been a couple of
Stock
minis
models.
from a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not compromising anything, and his painting is.
He's pretty good at paying old Pierre, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
He's doing well.
Freehand,
Yeah.
super nice. And then Adam. Oh, boy.
Yeah. He was so happy. Well, and so was I. But
Yeah. So
happy. Yeah.
What was it, a
I
year
wanna tell
ago? He was
everyone
in the Discord saying
Yeah.
like, "Hey guys, can I get some like, I need to get started with
Yeah.
NMM," and now he's
Yeah. Yeah. Never painted fur before, never painted non-met before
Oh,
a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah. It's nuts. It is nuts. And this one was also something that evolved where he knew he wanted to do some conversion work on V6. So that the cape is like a full like rat cape. Um, and he intended it to be like a large model. And then he kind of came towards basing and he added the bird and it's like, oh, now it's pushing a little bit more into maybe diorama, be careful. And then, okay, well, actually, maybe you could add another, like a Stormcast to fight it. And suddenly it was a duel. And
Yeah,
how do
because it's
you,
got his mount.
yeah, yeah, exactly. How do you kind of combine it and do nice brickwork and have them dueling but separate and a lot of iterations on how much spacing and distance and yeah, so much went into this. So proud of the guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy,
Fur
crazy.
looks really nice too.
Yeah, the fur
Mm.
is probably my favorite thing of all of it. It was very like Zaba-esque.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
scale of
Fantastic
it.
piece.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, and it is a massive scene too.
Yeah.
This one is massive too.
It went in the piece. They went in the cabinets. It was enormous.
Yeah, and it came late too.
And it came late, yeah, which was another, like, I love that when stuff just shows up late and everyone's like, oh, have you seen what's gone in? Also,
I
like,
like a lot of the choices that he made with this too. Like that clean bell, just it suits the style of the scene really well. I like it.
And
But it's still got those little blue accents in the shadows and stuff. It's nice.
And I think it's super hard to pull off a highlight this large, and yet it works so well on the base, just reinforced everything.
Oh, what's going on?
It hates your webcam. It's okay. We only need your lovely voice, Dave. It's fine. That's where
It just keeps dropping out for some reason.
It's like it's trying to tell us it's too late for you. That's what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Right, we've come to the final
We're getting
category.
to the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final category is diorama, where David Aroba took gold for his, I don't even know what, I mean, zombie dragon with everything else.
Yeah.
With necromancer.
Yeah,
and
Andy Wardle taking silver for his Jade Wizard, and Tom Coppe taking bronze for his, I mean, brilliant piece.
Inquisitor
Goddamn. Where do you
What
want
a
to?
stacked?
Yeah, stacked dios. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
these are crazy.
let's work in reverse for this because obviously we're
Yeah,
going to keep talking with David. So Tom's piece was at Adepticon last year, and took finalist then, and it, super gorgeous piece, and he was keen to kind of improve it, and he did. I really encourage you to go find Tom's Instagram and look at the previous version of this piece, and then all of the work he did to bump it up several layers. It is incredible. It's super nice.
Yeah. The funny thing is that it was a really, really good piece last year, and he put a lot of time and effort into it, and he wasn't bummed out. He was asking for feedback from like 10 people. He took extensive notes on the phone. He still had them to this day, and he implemented, well, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it to make sure that he didn't miss on anything, and then brought a piece that is absolutely stunning. I mean, any other year this could easily have been a gold.
Yeah, and there's so many things about this that I just love the way the Space Marine's just standing there.
Yeah.
Or stoic.
Stoic waiting, and he's ready to jump into action if anything happens, but he's just like this sentinel, and then the two humans are like almost overly emotional about what's going on and stuff. It's so cool, and they're like just the skulls just sitting there rotting.
Yeah. It is packed with small detail and an incredibly painted scene.
Not even this backdrop thing, like just
a little bit of a backdrop just to to set a scene.
Sure, Hive City in the background. Yeah.
All of this was added
Cool.
as well, like on the inside of the door. Whereas like the previous war story was fine, but it needed some to be elevated. It's like, no, I'm going to do some perfect weathered hazard stripes, get the rust back in.
Yeah.
It's based on artwork as well, which
it is.
you can see, and it's a really, I think sometimes people think, oh, it's based on artwork, but you have to reinterpret the artwork in the miniature medium.
Yeah.
And he did it so well. I'm so happy this piece took a demon for him, because lordy,
I think if I remember correctly, it had a thing where the head wasn't quite touching the ground because and just a small thing of like converting it so it does makes such a big difference, because now it feels like it's
The weight.
meant to it's meant to be there. It's not something you jammed in there. It was always meant to be like this. So it's just doing all of the and I just wanna reiterate, it is such a good like showing of, I want to do better. Tell me everything you can see that might be better on this piece, and then trying to follow through on it. Really, really impressive, because you can be precious about your work, and you can be maybe more in your feelings about how you end up placing and all of these things. But he was just keen to push on.
I'm stealing all of this future Iron references. Right, Mr. Andy Wardle with his Jade Wizard.
So I'm sure this is another one that glowed on the shelf, and this photo is not doing it justice.
No, not at all.
It's the sort of
Showing
thing
how
that you want to
green-
like look around.
I mean, I think the thing I'd say first off is when you see the greens, the sculpting he did.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So much.
Yeah. It's almost scratch.
Yeah, it's wild. I love the posing. I love the composition. Again, we're talking about silhouette.
Yeah.
I just love Andy's painting. Like, that's the thing. So when he does it like this, I'm just like, yes, you know what you love, and you do it so well.
Another thing with Andy that is really, really impressive is he's just not compromising at all. So even when it was late, lots of painting done. Nope, the fur color wasn't working. So he had changed it from a different like a more whitish color to a green. Nope, he didn't quite like it. It wasn't like earthy enough. Adding roots, having to resculpt things, having to repaint things, stuff like that. He's just not compromising, which I find really, really impressive, because you can almost be a little bit plot committed to a thing where, damn, I've done so much painting and I've done so much sculpting and I've done all of these things. I just want to follow through on it so I can get a finished piece, but it might not be the best, right?
The sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this subtle mud work on the cloak. Like, he doesn't want to eat up too much of the beautiful saturation, but just enough.
The NMM on the side.
Yeah.
Yep. And slightly greenish, but just to keep everything in those green tones, and
little flames.
Yep. Glow or
the moss
whatever
painted on rather than using
it is
stuff.
It's kind of sculpted on. So he instead of doing like pads, because it's not very like, so the thing is he's staying in this more sculpted realm. So he didn't want to it's banging piece. Absolutely banging piece.
Wish I could have had a chance to see this one.
And very organic plinth as well, so it all kind of bleeds into one, which is super nice. Right. David Aroba, who took gold, and we may as well say now took also the Slayer sword for...
Yeah.
I mean, this...
How long has he been working on this one, huh?
So
he skipped Spiel because it wasn't quite ready, he said.
Okay.
Or he would have to push through and compromise, and he didn't want to do that.
So nearly 12 months.
Yeah, he said it took just as long as
maybe even more
to kind of build as it did to paint.
Yeah, the way the dragon is integrated so good on the base. He must have carved out the because it's kind of attached to the other base, right? The feeder on on there. So he must have
he's done it very, very smart. It almost looks like it is just the default dragon without the parts that attach to the base, because I've assembled this dragon myself. But it's the way he's done it. It's got a little bit of modification on the front right wing. If I know correctly, it's been rotated a little bit. But the rest is pretty much just making it work for him, which is just, it's so smart, so smart. It blows my mind that you can do this with the kit.
Yeah, same. I think he did a little bit on the tail and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too.
tail as well, because that's integrated into the flat part of the base, so that would need to be redone.
Yeah. Yeah, and then a complete scene underneath. Not skimping on any details. Like,
it must be so tall as well. And
it is.
That's another God, this next to Borges as well. It must have been so great to look at. I'm so jealous of you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
this one has a lot of presence too, for sure.
The brickwork, like every single brick is done beautifully.
And then it just tapers out and like fades into the plinth as well. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think
all the colors working together. Oh my goodness. It has slight greens, and it has the purples and reds, and because
my favorite part of the entire model, you know those two dragons that are on the chair above his back?
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the whole thing. I love it. They look so good.
Yeah, and another thing he did is, like, he doesn't do his non-med necessarily as blingy or bright, which is really perfect for this kind of model, because it doesn't take all focus and it doesn't punch you in the face. So you get to have more life to the colors of the dragon, the skin, the rider, the base work, without like the non-med. Because I, for example, want to do like real shiny non-med, right? Because I feel like it then works. And he tones it down more. So
without doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is hard.
You can tell he's put his heart and soul into this one. Like, this is just,
for sure.
You can just really see it everywhere. He's just gone all out, absolutely all out.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's a piece that when you see the front photo, you're like, oh, it's impressive. But the impressiveness is it working from every direction, and it has something to look at everywhere. Skeletons poking out, the necromancer inside. Other angles of the dragon,
with the plinth. It's just it's like the ultimate miniature. Because it's capturing the scene, and everything is essential.
That dragon head.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
it's like the platonic
and the value and the value contrast is there, but it's not overdone either, which is so hard.
This is, like, in terms of diorama, this is it, isn't it? Because it tells its story. It's absolutely enormous.
Big and impressive, exactly that.
I kind of feel sorry for Borgia for bringing his and then getting pipped by this. It's like, far out, dudes.
These next to each other. I mean,
I'm so glad that I wasn't the one making the decision.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh boy. What a nuts one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the painting on Aroba's piece was, well, basically it's almost like the perfect combination of volumetric and directional lighting with kind of heavy metal. So you kind of
it's a miniature.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's a miniature at its best, but a Warhammer miniature.
Yeah,
which is why I got
the
sword.
And it is very Warhammer too, right?
Yeah. It is the ideal Warhammer sword in so many ways, just because, it's loads of models. It's even like the sculpting, like, is very, like, there's a way of doing this with like paperwork flowers, but it's the plastic one, so it actually gives it the right weight, which keeps it in scale with everything else. Like just some very clever decisions on how
stylistically integrated as well.
Yeah, 100%. Good work, David. Goodness me. I nearly I saw him at the airport when we were leaving, and I just thought, well, I could just steal it. Who could stop me?
Yeah.
How does he transport it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he flew
It'd have
in,
to be
so
on
I
the
guess in a
side,
box.
wouldn't it?
It must be, right? Oh, I would be so nervous transporting it. Oh,
Yeah.
vibrations and things breaking and
Yeah, how did he transport it carefully? That's all we need to know.
Carefully, yeah.
Thankfully,
Just
plastic
hold it.
is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it weighs a ton.
And I guess it's engineered in a way that, but wow. Well-deserved sword for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, congratulations to David. Congratulations to everyone, all of these wonderful demon winners. And I think, I mean, Magnus and I were saying before, we're very happy with Get Good when we worked out that people in the community had taken 25% of the demons.
I think
wow.
so.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Good job.
There was
getting good.
Yeah, several times where like the finalists all coming up was just overwhelmed with Get Good shit. So,
yeah.
Awesome. So just zoom out. I think I'll probably share this document with everyone on the Get Good. So it's got all of the winners in one pure ref document from all of the Golden Demons from 23 and onwards. So it's pretty sweet, and it's got when they're available. I've got the finalists and commended if they're included.
Yeah.
It's everything that GW's released.
What a feast!
Yeah, this is a
sweet.
Yeah, this is like, do you want to be inspired? Like, you've got a bit of MPO in as well, and our
and the Warhammer stuff,
and some classics,
and a few olders. Yeah, one of the all-time models and minis.
Yeah. This is a good one to share.
Yeah. So we'll
share it on it's like a couple of 100 megs, so I expect my Dropbox is going to get hammered over the next little while. But maybe I can upload it while I still have Nitro Premium.
Yeah, and worst case, we can add it to we have a drive that we can share it with. So.
Yeah, we can put it on the drive. Yeah.
Right. Good work, Dave. Magnus, thank you so much for your time. Everyone.
That was a good one again.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, I think a recipe for success is. So let's just sit down and talk about some great minis. Always goes down a treat. But we should. I mean, we will get it sorted. But we should have the next in our kind of just talk series, because there's an awful lot that we talk about projects and helping people get better and all of those wonderful things. But if you've enjoyed this, please do check out our community, because that's where conversations like this happen all of the time. I specifically enjoyed Dave, your thread on what is the most important thing in competitions, which garnered quite a lot of different answers, which is good to see. However, all that is remains to say is, until next time, everyone, paint something beautiful, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.